Short notes on discretionary cost. That's the first question. And short notes on investment center. What do you mean by discretionary cost center? Not discretionary cost, discretionary cost center. With respect to discretionary cost center, it's a part of the one main question. Okay. So you should be in the position to know what is called cost center, then only can be the position to appreciate what is called discretionary cost center. Am I right? So you might have studied in the introduction video or basic concept video. Hope you finished basic concept, Kana?
Yes.
Yeah. So kindly take that notes also. I explained with respect to cost center and the cost unit, and I have told it's an important question, frequently asked question. Am I right? Cost center and the cost unit. You know, cost unit represent it's a unit of product or service or time or combination of all for the purpose of expression of cost and for the purpose of controlling the cost is a cost unit. With respect to cost center represent what? It's a location or person or item of equipment or combination of all for the purpose of ascertainment of cost and for the purpose of controlling the cost. So three elements are there with respect to cost center: location, person, item of equipment. Where I am going to invest the money, where I am going to incur the cost, that is called the cost center. Invested money, how to recover? How I am going to recover the cost, that is called cost unit. Suppose our Abhishek ji is doing business. He has to invest money first, right? To any business for that purpose, vitamin M is important. You have to invest the money. Suppose he has invested money in office. The office place, the location is called cost center. Am I right?
Yes.
And why Abhishek has invested the money? He want to return out of the investment. You have to recover by way of selling the product. So what product he has sold? The product is the cost unit. Or what service he has rendered. After finishing chart account it goes. He is rendering the services. Then by way of service, he is going to recover the money. The billable service. The service is called what? Cost unit. So understood what is called the cost center and the cost unit? Understood or not? Okay.
Yes.
Cost center represent what? Where I am going to invest the money is called the cost center. How I am going to recover the money is called the cost unit. Clear? In factory, they are investing the money. Then that is called what? Factory is the cost center. Location is the cost center. Invested money, they have to get it back by way of producing the product. Assume they are producing the product called the calculator. The calculator, by way of selling the calculator, they are going to recover the money. Then the calculator is the cost unit. With respect to cost center, we can be in the position to classify the cost center in three different formats, three different ways. Cost center based on production, that is what, based on service sector, and based on production sector, that is called manufacturing, non-manufacturing. In case of manufacturing, the cost center can be based on to production cost center and the service cost center. In case of non-manufacturing, personal cost center and the impersonal cost center. And another way is that to classify the cost center called based on input-output relationship. So based on input-output relationship, cost center can be classified into standard cost center and discretionary cost center. Standard and discretionary cost center. So this question is based on what? Discretionary cost center. The discretionary cost center is based on what? Input-output relationship. Cost center, classification of cost center based on input and output relationship. So based on input and output relationship, it can be classified into standard cost center and discretionary cost center. What is called a discretionary and what is called a standard? If the one-to-one input-output relationship is there, invested money in recovery, then it is called some liaison is there, link is there, that is called the standard cost center. We may not in the position to get the one-to-one relationship, then it is called what? Discretionary cost center. If I tell the example, you can be the position to identify the discretionary cost center. Advertisement is the easiest example. Simplest example. To do the business, we are investing money in advertisement. Is it possible for it to say, because of this particular advertisement, this many product has been sold? One-to-one relationship is possible or not possible?
Not possible.
Not possible. Therefore, it comes into the discretionary cost center. The name itself implies the character. Discretion, in the sense of what? Option. If you want, you can invest. Otherwise, you don't need to invest. Am I right or not? To do the advertisement, I am also doing the business. Abhishek ji also doing the business. And Abhishek ji, with the advertisement, you can do the business. I may go for without advertisement. Chances are there. No? It's purely based on discretion. But I can't say, I am running the business without purchasing the raw material. He has to do the similar business with purchasing raw material. Is it possible? Not possible. Because there one-to-one relationship will be there. Here, one-to-one relationship is not there. The one-to-one relationship is not there means that is called discretionary cost center. So, discretion with respect to discretionary cost center, the cost center whose output cannot be measured in financial terms. Thus, input-output ratio cannot be defined. The cost of input is compared with the allocated budget for the activity. Examples for discretionary cost centers are R&D, Research and Development Department. I'm investing the money in R&D, but I can't the portion to say out of R&D, how many product I have produced or how much a new development happened. Advertisement department is the best example where output of this department cannot be measured with certainly and correlated with cost incurred on output. Therefore, this comes under one discretionary cost center. The next question is investment center. Somewhere we come across investment center in basic concept. The active center of a business organization entrusted with the special task. Active center of a business organization entrusted with the special task is called what? Responsibility center. With respect to responsibility center, any of you doing articleship now? Currently doing the articleship? Yeah, here Abhishek ji is going for articleship. Suppose Abhishek ji, you are working under me as articles, for example, and I'm asking you to send to my client's place for internal audit, not statutory audit. Am I right? Statutory audit means our objective is to prepare the financial statement. Am I right? Internal control ke liye I am sending you. Since Abhishek is an experienced person, I would like to send Abhishek ji to do the internal audit. Now, his duty he has to verify and control, he has to monitor, and he has to send the report. For the company, first I am sending to factory. I am sending Abhishek ji to factory. Can you please tell me, in factory, what and all you have to verify? What is the object begin go to the factory, Kanna? If you are going for the factory, what is the object begin going to the factory? Abhishek ji, what you have to do?
Well, there has to be an audit of the production process if I'm going for an audit.
Yes, good. Not only that, and what else you have to verify? You are going to go to the factory and you are verifying what and all you have to verify.
The stores, the work, the factory shop floor, the go down, the processes. These are the things that you need to verify.
What is the object behind the same? Why you have to verify?
There must be a laid down procedure for each of the processes and workflow, and whether the task is getting executed as per the workflow or not.
Very good, very good. That's all. Understood, Kirtana? So, you are going for the audit with respect to this particular factory. Our object, the workflow you have to verify, everything as per the target is going or not, and where they are getting the raw material, procurement of raw material, whether cheaper manner they can be the person to procure or not. Understood? So where the supply will be, which alternative is possible, which supplier is going to sell the product in cheaper manner, why don't you purchase from, why don't you do the negotiation, why don't you go for JAT, just in time. So all those things you have to verify. During the process loss is so much. That process loss, for example, 8% input out of output, 8% process loss is happening. We have to compare with the similar industry. Am I right? In similar industry, they're having only 6%. Then we have to do the necessary action. Whether raw material quality is not proper, or machine is not proper, or employees, inexperienced employees, we have to verify, otherwise huge loss, recurring loss to the company. Therefore, our object is to what? Where and all possible, we have to minimize the cost. That is what the object. Am I right? Minimization of cost is the object with respect to factory. Next, after finishing factory, I am sending Abhishek sir to showroom. Okay. In showroom, what we have to do audit? What and all you have to verify?
The stock will have to be verified.
Adequate stocks are there or not? Then how many stocks they sold?
And whether billing is when the billing is happening, the stock is getting out of the system or not.
Very good. So everything properly billed or not? And can you please tell me, Kirtana, factory is there, showroom is there. Which one is with dull look? Which one is with the bright look?
Showroom will be the bright look.
Yes, showroom bright up. Am I right? So, showroom, where you get the hospitality for the customer?
Showroom.
Showroom only. Okay, they'll ask you to drink something. Okay, because they want to promote, they want to sell. Am I right? They want to get the goodwill from the customer, so that they want to sell the product. If you go even as an auditor to factory, the dull look will be there and workers will be there. You have to go to canteen and have the food. Clear? If you go to showroom as an auditor, they will bring the food for you. They'll order the food for you, or they'll take you to hotel. Am I right? Lot of difference will be there. In showroom, our object is why extra Jignan light is there, why you are calling to actors to dance with you, why you are spending money for advertisement, why you are doing hospitality expenses for what? Customers. This and all we are not going to restrict. Whatever you want, you can do. Our object is whether turnover achieved or not, targeted turnover reached or not, sales happened or not. That's the one and only object. Am I right? So in factory, our object is minimization of cost, whereas in showroom, our object is maximization of revenue. Am I right?
Revenue.
Turnover achieved or not. Third one. Next, we are going to branch office, okay, or outlets or branch. What would the object begin doing the audit in outlets or branch? They are having 5-6 places branch. Chennai is there, Coimbatore, Hyderabad, Bangalore, various places they are having branch. What would the object begin doing the branch audit?
It has to be the same whether sales is happening as efficiently or not to maximize revenue.
Kirtana.
To check the details, whether the branch is processing in the right way, whether there's a revenue, whether there's a profit in that particular area or not.
Very good.
Whether benefited will be in that location.
That's all. Ultimately, in factory, we are going to worry about cost alone. Am I right? Showroom, we are going to worry about turnover alone. We are not going to bother about the cost. Whatever you want to spend, you can spend, but you achieve the turnover. But in outlet or in branch, whether that particular branch is earning profit or not important. Yeah. Chennai 13 branches are there. Which outlet I can close down? Which outlet can create? Depending upon the profitable place, I can go to open the branch. Am I right or not? Therefore, whether profit I can earn or not, accordingly. Therefore, here with respect to branch, both the income and the expenses balance is equal to profit will come. In factory, cost alone you have verified. Showroom income alone you have verified. Branch, both you are going to verify so that net profit is there or not. Accordingly, whether we can proceed further or not. Whether we can shut down or continuation, we can come. Then, after finishing everything, you are going to head office. Abhishek ji is going to head office. Again, for the purpose of audit, not only for the purpose of sending report. What could the object begin? Verification with respect to head office. In head office, you are not going to verify sales, turnover, profit and all. Am I right?
You'll try and figure out whether the capital allocation by the management team is efficient or not.
Very good. That's all. Clap for you. Good. So, in head office, we have to verify with respect to what? Whether procurement of fund, nothing but the capital employed. What way they procured the fund, whether own fund or borrowed fund, equity share capital or preference share capital or long-term loan or debenture, in what way they procured the fund, we have to verify. The procured fund, nobody is going to give the fund at a free of cost. Am I right? we have to pay something in return. The something in return is called what?
Interest, share, returns on equity.
That is called consideration. The consideration nothing but interest or dividend. I'm doing the business. I got 50 lakhs from the Harish. He's an investor. 50 lakhs from the Harish by way of giving my debenture, selling the debenture. What are the expectation from the Harish? What the company has to give to Harish? You have to pay. If it is a debenture, you have to pay interest on debenture. Pay interest. Am I right? And another 50 lakhs from Kirtana by way of giving the shares. Then what I have to pay to Kirtana?
Dividend.
Pay dividend. Okay. Therefore, either dividend or interest expectation will be there. So, the procured fund, nobody is going to give the fund at free of cost. Whether they have invested properly or not, where I have to invest, is it worth it or not? If I am going to invest, before going to have to invest, I have to verify ROI. What is ROI? Return on investment. Whether I can get the proper return out of the investment or not, I have to verify. So, we have traveled in 4 places. What are the first place we went?
The factory.
Factory. Harish, you can respond. Second place where we went?
Showroom.
Showroom. Third?
Branch.
And last?
Head office.
The corporate office.
In what is the object being audit of the factory? Minimization of
cost.
Showroom, maximization of
revenue.
Branch, maximization of
profit.
And head office, verification of investment. Am I right? Return on investment is there or not? Therefore, everywhere, in all the 4 places, person should be responsible to answer. Person should be responsible to make a decision will be there. Therefore, the 4 together are called responsibility center. What is that called? Responsibility center. What do you mean by responsibility center? Active center of a business organization. Active center of a business organization. Entrusted with special task. Active center of a business organization. Entrusted with special tasks are known as responsibility center. Shall I repeat once again?
Yes, sir.
Okay. That responsibility center consists of 4 different things. Cost center, profit center, revenue center, investment center. Cost center, profit center, revenue center, investment center. Example for the cost center, factory. Example for the revenue center, showroom. Example for the profit center, branch. Example for the investment center, head office. Now it is easy or not? Okay?
Profit center, sir. Profit center. Example for profit center.
Branch. You are verifying revenue and cost, no?
Yes, sir.
Both we have to verify.
Okay.
Then only if the profit is there, mean we can continue. Else we don't need to continue.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Next. Yashashvi, still you are having lunch or not? Come first. Next. With respect to investment center, understood investment center?
Yes, sir.
So one of the these are all responsibility center, which are not only responsible for profitability, but also has the authority to make the capital investment decision. Nothing but where I have to invest the money, capital investment decision. Procurement of fund, you have to invest. That investments are called what? Capital investment decision. The performance of these responsible centers are measured on the basis of return on investment. Clear? So, how to measure? In showroom, we can measure by way of turnover only. Branch you can measure by way of profit. Profit is there when you can continue, otherwise you can close down the branch. Similarly, investment, how to measure? Return will be there or not, that you have to verify. Based on return on investment only, you have to verify. For that, we have given the examples also. Comfortable with respect to responsibility center. Difference between cost control and cost reduction. The next question. Difference between cost control and cost reduction. It's a very frequently asked question. Frequently asked 5-mark question. Cost reduction and cost control. You know, we are having various topics in costing. What are all the various topics? Enna topics la irukku? Kirtana, what are all the topics you come across in costing? படிச்சதே கேட்கல, என்னென்ன இருக்குன்னு சொல்லுங்க. What are all the topics are there in costing?
Objective.
Material, labor, overhead.
Kirtana syllabus இல்லையா? Material, labor, overhead, okay, process costing,
Standard costing.
standard costing.
Marginal costing.
Okay, good. We are having various topics. Before you are going to read one particular topic, you should know what is the object behind the topic. Am I right? எதற்காகன்னு தெரியணும் இல்லையா?
Yes, sir.
Clear? All the object behind, every topic has its own object. Standard costing, what could the object behind standard costing? Expectation and actual. For the purpose of better control. That's the standard costing. Am I right? Budget is for the purpose of controlling purpose. Marginal costing for the purpose of decision making purpose. Every topic you are having some object. No? Material costing, what could be the object? Minimize the cost.
Minimization.
Yeah, minimization of cost. So, process costing, what could be the cost of production you have to identify? Am I right? Cost sheet for the purpose of identification of cost of production. So, every topic has its own object. So, what are all the object behind costing is supposed to know. Totally 6 objects are there. It's a frequently asked 3-mark question. Each point carries half a mark. Object is of costing. What are all the objects are there? Ascertainment of cost. எதற்காக costing தேவை? That is called objectives of costing. Why we need costing is called objectives of costing. Ascertainment of cost. Determination of selling price. Ascertainment of profit on each activity. Cost control. Cost reduction. Decision making. These are all object behind costing. I'll repeat once again. Ascertainment of cost. Determination of selling price. Ascertainment of profit. Cost control, cost reduction, and decision making. Ascertainment of cost, our costing itself for the purpose of identification of how much the cost incurred. Therefore, the first object. Without knowing cost, we can't push to fix the selling price. Am I right? That is called what? Determination of selling price. So, first object, ascertainment of cost. Second one is what? Determination of selling price. Then, difference between cost and selling price is called what?
Profit.
Sorry. Difference between cost and selling price is called what?
Profit.
Profit. Therefore, it is for the purpose of what? Profit. Determination of profit. And the costing is itself for the purpose of what? Control. Better control. Therefore, it is for the purpose of decision making purpose also. But in between 2 more elements are there. Reduction in cost, controlling the cost. Now, can you please tell me whether cost reduction and cost control both are same?
No.
No. Then what is the cost reduction, Harish? Cost reduction or not?
Temporary.
Kirtana.
Cost reduction, sir. There's a
Real and permanent reduction in the value.
Madhi சொல்லிட்டியா? Question ஜமாரி இருக்கு. Okay.
Okay.
நம்ம கிளாஸ் reduction and control சொல்லுவோம். இந்த control and reduction is there. அவசரப்படக்கூடாது. Yes. Kirtana.
So there will be a cost reduction is within the management, upper management control.
Okay. Abhishek.
Cost reduction is the real and permanent reduction in costs, and cost control is temporary, maybe temporary. The cost control is basically past oriented and present oriented. Cost reduction is future oriented.
Very good.
Cost control comes to an end when objective is achieved, and cost reduction is an unending process.
Very good. Very good. Where quality of the product may going to get compromised?
The cost control, the quality of the product is
Moment
compromised.
control comes, quality may going to get affected. Okay. Where reduction in per unit cost comes into picture?
The
Per unit cost.
comes with cost reduction.
Cost reduction only. Reduction in overall total cost?
Cost control.
Control. That's all. So cost reduction and cost control. If you combine together, that is called cost reduction and cost control. Cost reduction represents what? Real and permanent reduction. Real and permanent reduction in cost per unit of the product. Real and permanent reduction in cost per unit of the product. That too without compromising the quality of the product.
Sir, why cost per unit, sir?
Huh?
Why cost per real and permanent reduction in cost per unit? Why should you say like emphasis on cost per unit? Why, sir? Why?
Then only permanently possible, Kanna.
Oh.
For example, you are going to purchase a raw material, okay? By way of negotiation, instead of 10 rupees, bargain money 9 rupees I get. Then, my company, I'm going to purchase a raw material only from you, but particular company suppliers, and 9 rupees you have to charge them. Then it's a permanent in nature, no?
Okay.
Because of that, overall cost of production will come down, no? That's the reason. The definition of the reduction itself, real and permanent reduction in cost per unit of the product, that too without compromising the quality of the product. That is important. Without tampering the quality, disturbing the quality. That is called cost reduction. If you want to implement the cost reduction, we need technically qualified person should have knowledge of the business is important. Technically qualified person should have knowledge of the business is important.
Yes.
Okay? And if you want to implement the cost reduction, we need a qualified person is important. Technically, it should be sound knowledge because you have to verify that whether it's going to affect the quality or not. And it's a dynamic approach also. What is called dynamic? Intelligent approach, best approach. Right example for price negotiation with the raw material. Introduction of JIT system, so that overall cost we can be the portion to minimize. Compared to cost with respect to cost control. Cost control represents what? Reduction in overall total cost of the product. That we may compromise the quality sometimes. So reduction in overall cost of the product. Here quality of the product may going to get affected, may going to get compromised. But to implement the cost control, we don't want technically qualified person. We need a good leadership quality with what? Good administrator with leadership qualities. Therefore, there is no dynamism with respect to what? Controlling the cost. Cost reduction is an ongoing nature. There is no visible end for the cost reduction, continuous process. Whereas in cost control, once the target achieved, it comes to an end. These are all different between cost reduction and cost control. Understood? So cost control and cost reduction. Cost control aims at maintaining the cost in accordance with the established standard. Whereas cost reduction is concerning with the reduction in cost in the all standard and is important of them continuously, improvise them continuously. Cost control seeks to attain lowest possible cost under existing condition. Cost reduction recognizes no condition as permanent, since a change will result in lower cost. In case of cost control, emphasis is on past and present. Our Abhishek told, no, past and present. Whereas in reduction, present and future. We are going to emphasize on present and future. Preventive in nature with respect to cost control. Whereas with respect to cost reduction, corrective function. Cost control ends once the target are achieved. Whereas cost reduction is one enduring nature. There is no visible end at all with respect to cost reduction.
Sir, corrective function, permanent function subject.
என்னக்கண்ணா?
Corrective function and permanent function சொன்னீங்க. Example மாதிரி ஏதாவது?
எந்ததுக்கிட்டக்கண்ணா? இதுலயா? Cost reduction, cost control இல்லையா?
Yes sir, yes sir.
Which one is a corrective function?
Cost reduction.
Cost reduction. And which one is a preventive function?
Cost control.
Cost control. Preventive function, in the sense what? After pandemic, we have to reduce the overhead cost. So for the purpose of reduction in overhead cost, Abhishek is in charge for that particular team or head of the particular department. This time we can allocate only 5 lakhs only. Within that 5 lakh, you have to manage that particular your division. Then Abhishek ji has to do what? Where and all possible, you have to minimize the cost. Right? Because available fund till last year and all 7 lakhs or 8 lakhs. This time only 5 lakhs. Within the 5 lakhs, you have to achieve the object. So he has to do some work. How to minimize the same. Once if he is doing the work, or for example, refreshment charges. That is the best example. During office time, employees are provided by them coffee and snacks. After calculating the same, after pandemic, they want to minimize the expenses. No. Cost of refreshment charge is very high. They are providing coffee with samosa. Because Kirtana likes samosa. Okay, we'll provide samosa. But after calculating total number of employees, how many time you are providing, okay, total budget if you're going to work out, or cost experience you're going to send, huge cost is there. Now we have to minimize, then only we can survive in the company. Instead of coffee, we can provide tea. And we can produce a tea instead of purchasing the tea, so that overall cost will come down. If possible, reduce the cup size also. Okay, so that overall minimization of cost possible. And we don't need to provide any snacks, we can provide biscuits. Biscuit, Mary biscuit you can give, so that nobody will touch also. Clear? So coffee with the biscuit you can provide, tea with the biscuit. Then substantial reduction in refreshment charges will come. Am I right? So based on allocated fund, we are going to do. Budget it's a budget what expenses, budgeted product. Therefore, the function is purely based on allocated budget. Therefore, we are controlling. The moment control can, quality may going to get affected also. Understood? Whereas reduction anartham, different manner you are going to think. Any alternative is possible or not? Because main point with respect to reduction is without affecting the quality. Am I right? The raw material, instead of purchasing from Harish, Kirtana is also a supplier, so that we can be the person to get it from Kirtana. Because from Harish, traveling time or what, your place is what, 25 kilometers away or 50 kilometers away from a factory. It is very near 2 kilometers. Therefore, we can reduce substantial expenses. Or Kirtana is ready to come for negotiation. You are not ready to go for negotiation, so that I can reduce 1 rupee or 2 rupee per kg of raw material. Then it's become permanent. So we can be the push to what? Minimize overall, that too without affecting the quality. That's the reason preventive and the corrective function comes into picture. Understood, Harish?
Yes sir. Yes. Yes sir.
Let's go to the next one.
Yes sir. Yes sir.
One more question is there. Yeah. Second question be, like other branches of accounting, cost accounting also has some limitation. Explain the limitation. Nothing but limitations of cost accounting, nothing. Disadvantages of cost accounting. To implement the cost accounting, first you should know cost accounting system. With respect to this, we are having two different accounts are there. One is financial account, another one is cost accounting.
Okay.
Financial account, you are all familiar. Debit, credit, golden rules, all familiar, right? So one is other than Harish, others are familiar. Otherwise, Harish will get angry. Okay. So financial account. Financial account, you get any cost, you have to prepare for all the company. Why? Then only we can be the person to identify the net profit. Accordingly, you have to pay the tax also. With respect to cost accounting, depending upon the nature of the company, only they're going to adopt. If you're going to adopt the cost accounting system, integral accounting system, non-integral accounting system is there. Cost accounting and financial accountings are maintained in one set of book, then it's called integral accounting system. Cost accounting separately, financial accounting separately, separate books of accounts mean, then it is called one non-integral accounting system. So to implement the cost accounting system, we have to incur some expenses. It incurs some additional cost. Yes or no, Kana? So additional expenses you have to incur. That's a disadvantage. Company has to bear the extra cost. Clear? Financial account, trading P&L account. In the trading P&L account, is it possible for it to identify prime cost, how much, factory cost segregation, cost of production, cost of goods sold, cost of goods available for sales? Any bifurcation is there? Do you have any bifurcation in financial account? Good response.
Cost breakup not there.
No. Clear. So if you want to do the same, it's additional workload to the company or not, or employees or not. So further incur additional expenses, no. So we have to incur additional expenses and extra workload to the employees. Am I right? We have to do extra workload. Then purchase of raw material. Yashashvi, can you please tell me purchase of raw material? That particular entry will come for cost accounting or financial accounting?
Cost accounting.
Yashashvi, மைக் ஒர்க் ஆகலையா உங்களுக்கு? Mic is not working. Video not working. Mic is not working. What happened, ma'am? Cost accounting. Okay, Kirtana, what do you feel?
Purchase of raw material. Cost only, sir.
Cost only. Abhishek ji.
Cost accounting, sir, it seems.
Harish.
Don't know, sir.
Okay, good. So with respect to purchase, both the cost accounting and the financial accounting attached to come. Financial accounting also P&L purchase irukku markada. Trading P&L account. Okay, will be there in financial accounting as well as cost accounting. Cost accounting will preparing the preparation of cost sheet. Raw material cost will come, labor will come, direct expenses will come, then only prime cost will come. Am I right? While preparing P&L account also, raw material, labor, salary, all those things will come.
Okay.
Efforts comes under cost accounting and financial accounting. Say, next, salaries and wages. Which accounting? Cost accounting or financial accounting or both?
Both.
Both. Now we are comfortable now. Overhead, cost accounting, financial accounting or both?
Both.
Both. Understood? Now, profit on sale of equipment. Old equipment I sold. Out of which I got the profit. You have to record in cost accounting or financial accounting or both?
Financial accounting.
Only in financial accounting. Am I right or not? There is no what relevant with respect to cost accounting. Understood? Dividend paid.
Financial.
Only in financial accounting. Writing of expenses. Amortization or writing of expenses. Financial. Okay. Share transfer fee received by the company. Financial. So few items applicable only in cost accounting. Few items are applicable only in financial accounting. Few items applicable for the both. Right? Purchase, sales and all applicable in cost accounting as well as financial accounting. Wages will come under cost accounting as well as financial accounting. Sales will come under cost accounting as well as financial accounting. Then double time you have to do the posting, no? Costing same entry. Redundancy of work is there. Am I right or not? Again, in cost accounting also you have to record, financial accounting also you have to record because of what? Two different sets of books. Therefore, redundancy will be there with respect to what? In cost accounting system. Are you able to follow?
Yes, sir.
One is expensive because of this operation. That incur additional cost. It's expensive. It is expensive because analyzes, allocation and absorption of overhead required considerable amount of additional work, and hence additional money also you have to with respect to cost accounting. Requirement of reconciliation. With respect to reconciliation, what is called BRS, you know, bank reconciliation statement, you know. What is called BRS? Kirtana? BRS.
Difference between in our passbook and bank's account, so we will prepare a separate statements respective of bank view.
Very good. Very super. Okay. So two different sets, so that we'll get a two different profit. Here also, suppose I am the CEO of the company, and Abhishek ji is the in charge for factory, and Harish is in charge for our head office. I am calling Mr. Abhishek ji for this particular period. What is the profit for the company? After verifying his cost accounting record in factory, he told totally 5 lakhs is the profit for this particular period, sir. Again, I am calling Harish. Kindly verify how much the profit he earned during that period. He has verified financial accounting in head office. In head office, financial accounting at all with that. After verifying the same, he said 6 lakhs. Then CEO will get angry or not? Company owner will get angry or not? Yes or no? Why? Company remain the same, product remain the same, period remain the same, purchase remain the same, sales remain the same, two different profit. You will get the irritation. If you are the owner of the company, one person is saying 5 lakhs, another person is saying 6 lakhs. Why the difference has arises? Then we need reconciliation. Clear? Why the reconciliation arises? What and all we discuss the same thing. Few items applicable only in cost accounting, but not in financial accounting. What and all applicable only in cost accounting? Notional expenses, notional interest. Yeah, notional interest, notional salary. The concept of imputed cost, notional cost and all applicable only in cost accounting. In financial accounting, real cost only have to come. Am I right? Everything you need to prove, whether you paid or not, incurred or not, we need expenses proof. Notional and all not possible in financial accounting. Am I right? Therefore, because of the notional item, expenses will be there in cost accounting. The same expense will not be there in the financial accounting. Therefore, profit as per the financial accounting, the profit as per cost accounting, we are not going to tally. Same manner. We are going to example. Writing of expenses, amortization, profit on sale of equipment, share transfer fee received. This and all applicable only in
financial accounts.
Financial accounting. The same entry may not be there in cost accounting. Therefore, profit as per the financial accounting may not equal to profit as per the cost accounting. Understood? Third one, with respect to inventory valuation. Inventory valuation. Somewhere you studied about inventory valuation. Which accounting standard talks about inventory valuation?
13.
That's investment account. Inventory valuation.
AS3, sir. AS3.
AS3 you know. In your room, kindly stick one sticker. Okay, all the AS number with what is accounting standard. Keep on. No, I'm not joking, Kanna. That is also equally important. By way of seeing, you can be the person to understand what is happening. Okay. Which accounting standard? Anyway, nearest accounting standard you told. Very good. I was thinking, what is the accounting standard? At least you are told.
AS2, sir. AS2. Sorry.
2.
AS2. Nearest on that. Okay. So AS2. You know, accounting standards are there, right?
Yes, sir.
So, AS2. What is AS2? Valuation of inventory. With respect to valuation of inventory, okay, how to do the valuation? How we have to value the inventory? Inventory value, how to identify? Abhishek ji, you are going to one branch, okay, or factory. Stocks are available. 10,000 stocks or 10,000 kgs of or units of stocks are available. But in financial statement, you have to convert into rupees only, no?
Yes.
Right? How to put in the rupees? In balance sheet also we need rupees. Financial also we need rupees. 10,000 quantities available. How we are going to convert into rupees?
I'm not sure, sir, but I guess purchase price.
That's all. Correct answer only. What else possible? Am I right? So purchase price only, provided it's the raw material. Am I right or not? Inventory is the raw material. Suppose the finished goods.
Then basis of cost of sales.
Cost of sale, nothing but cost of production. Am I right or not? It's purely common sense. We don't need to study and all. If it's the finished goods, how much the cost incurred to produce a product? into number of units 10,000 is equal to total cost of the inventory. If it is the raw material, how much the purchase price into number of units is equal to total value of the raw material. That's all. No.
Yes.
With respect to inventory represent raw material or finished goods?
Raw materials.
Harish, inventory represent raw material or finished goods?
Can be both, sir.
Both. Raw material also finished goods. One more thing is there as inventory. What is the next one?
Work in process.
WAP. In WAP also you have to do the inventory valuation. Am I right? So, work in progress, depending upon how much the work load involved, what is the degree of completion, accordingly I have to do the valuation. Therefore, as per accounting standard 2, inventory valuation, inventory represent raw material, WAP, and finished goods. In P&L account, credit side, closing inventory, closing stock of raw material, closing stock of WAP, closing stock of finished goods, value income. Same manner in balance sheet, current asset side, inventory, raw material, WAP, finished goods, value income. Then, with respect to cost accounting and financial accounting, Abhishek told very clearly, in cost accounting aspects, total cost incurred, purchase price into how much the quantity is equal to total value. Nothing but cost of production is the criteria for the purpose of inventory valuation. Am I right? But in financial accounting, based on AS2, how you have to do the valuation? Inventory valuation, some rule clear.
Whichever is lower, cost or market price. Adda, sir.
Very good, Harish. That's all. Simple question. What's that?
Cost or market price, whichever is lower.
Repeat one more time.
Cost or market price, whichever is lower.
Yes. While doing the valuation, I was there in the valuation, paper valuation for ICA, as well as ICW also, 4 or 5 times. This type of answer, we used to reduce 1 mark. We should know where we are losing mark also.
Okay.
Many students used to write, so that I'm not criticizing, I'm rectifying your mistake only, Harish. Okay. Cost or market price, nothing but NRV. Am I right? Cost or NRV, whichever is less. Somewhere you heard or not, Kirtana? Tell you better, Yashashvi. Cost or NRV, whichever is less. But kindly refer accounting standard properly. In that accounting standard, they told very clearly cost and NRV, not R. As a situation, you should be in the position know what are they doing and or R. Am I right or not?
Yes, sir.
Understood? So cost or NRV, whichever is cost and NRV, whichever is less, you have to take, not cost or NRV. Understood?
Okay, sir.
So, because of that reason, in cost accounting, we have to valuation of inventory based on cost of production. Whereas in financial accounting, cost or NRV, whichever is less, you have taken. Due to that, difference in profit will come or not?
Yes.
Valuation of inventory in financial accounting is different, the cost accounting different. Therefore, difference will come. And duplication of work already we discussed. Purchase of raw material, it is there in cost accounting also, as well as financial accounting also. Sales available in cost accounting also, as well as financial accounting also. Due to that, difference will come. Am I right? So, the cost accounting, because of the duplication will come. Am I right? Or redundancy of work will come. So, these are the disadvantages with respect to what? So, 3 main disadvantages they're telling. One is what? Expensive. Introduction of cost accounting system expensive. Second one, we need reconciliation because cost accounting profit, differential accounting profit are not same. Third one, duplication of work. Redundancy of work will be there.